Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube Editor's Perspective podcast. Once again, we are available on iTunes. We probably have the link in the description. Just go search for it there. And it's just pretty much the usual cast today. It's just me, Lone, and then Proceeding Compros.
We are here.
Yes.
And it sounded like topic for the day. What?
It sounded like you and Lone. Like you were two separate people.
Oh. Alright, but the topic for the day, we are discussing MEP or...
MEPs.
What was that? Yeah. MEP or MEP editing, and then also we're going to go into how we kind of edit our own distinctive styles of editing as well, and just kind of our, I guess, editing theory, if you want to get, technical.
Technical.
Yes. We like to sound smart on this podcast. Doesn't happen very often. Alright, but I guess we'll just kind of go into the start, how we go about the way of the Pride maps.
Oh, God.
Which is
Oh, God.
The nightmares.
You would start off with this.
Yeah, I figure we start with the worst first and just kind of go up.
Oh, fine. Yeah, of course. Okay.
I'm just gonna tell the people out there, don't follow this. we do not recommend our approach.
Yeah, our approach is shoot first, ask questions later. That's how we do things.
Like, I mean, the initial setup of how do we want to go? We usually in our forum I'll pretty much be like, all right, MEP time, and
6 months later we'll have one.
6 months later.
Short version.
6 months. Sometimes longer than that.
Yeah, short version. This is the longer version. We'll go into discussing songs or possible concepts, like say, the Dead by April MEP that we did.
Yeah.
Like pretty much we kind of went through something, we went through discussions of we wanted to do an album MEP. And we went through some stuff, and I eventually kind of realized, hey, I don't think Dead by April's been done, and I could probably make something really good real quick, like a combination of songs, and I just kind of went ahead and did that, and then we discussed it.
Yeah, I remember that night. We're on MSN, me and him, and he's like, DBA MEP? I'm like, show me what you want to do with it, because I was a little iffy about the whole album at that point still. I had just been hearing those beta parts of the songs that were out those few years ago,
and Arms and stuff like that.
Yeah, I liked Angels of Clarity, the original one, before the album, than this one.
Yeah,
I liked so much better. But anyway, so he sends me the link to the song. He's like, I just threw this together in 3 minutes. What do you think? It's gonna be cleaned up. But from how he laid the tracks out, I loved it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was an idiot and didn't call dibs on a part. So I'm like,
well, you were gone for some reason for about 3 days, and then I posted it up. I'm like, all right, play your claim.
I don't know.
And then 3 days later, you come back, you're like, what the hell?
I go to school, so you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, okay, cool. I figured, hey, he'll probably tinker with it a bit. He'll bring it up the forum. He won't be calling for parts yet. I come back, because I have 2 straight days of class. And I just came home and went right to sleep each night. I was wiped out. So I finally come on, and I go on the forum, and all of a sudden, what do I see? All the good parts that I wanted, gone. Fucking gone. I was raging. I had a part to the part that you guys had, Compros, the one you used for air. I had that part laid out, again, with what I used anyway, for Kenshin. For Samurai. Yeah.
I took that one in the other slow part because I thought that nobody would want it.
I actually had one. I had one for that part for Kenshin and Tomo as a little an emotion set right then and there, because no matter what I was planning on using, because I had just gotten some HD version of Samurai X, Trust and Betrayal, and what else did I use? And also I had Gundam Wing Endless Waltz finally in HD. I was like, oh, I gotta use these 2 fucking old school styles and just bring it back. So next thing I know, there's 4 parts total left, and it's the 2.
I think the only other person that hadn't really laid claim was Shaman, just because he just comes
Shaman.
to us.
No. The thing is, it was the parts that Brother ended up taking, and the ones that I ended up taking. But
yeah.
as we ended up having to deal with. Brother dropped one of his parts, he couldn't handle it, and we had DW21 come in and bring in one of my favorite tracks in the whole map, that fucking Kingdom Hearts. Just God, I loved it. Whenever I see Kingdom Hearts done right, it just warms my heart up, being a massive KH fan. But
he's just fuming right now. It's like, Kingdom Hearts sucks, Kingdom Hearts sucks, Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, yeah, but so I get the parts that I got, and I had no inspiration whatsoever for either of them. Zero. Those are like the two parts I kind of didn't want. I hate closing out a map, and the song and the part for Losing You, I had no idea what to do with it. No, for Losing You, the one I ended up using for Gundam Wing to close it out, I had no clue what I wanted to do with it. Zero. So, then I had, like I said, no inspiration for this. So we're sitting around, we're doing this. What's sad is I finally grasp an idea and I throw my Kenshin part together. I'm still ass on the floor to figure out what I want to do with the last part. But then we get the message from Brother saying, yeah, I'm going to be late. I'm like, sick! I'm not the last motherfucker this time.
Yeah.
This works.
A common theme with our MEPs, Proceed is usually the last person. Just because usually either A, like busy or something like that, and then just Proceed usually, the way he edits, it takes a while with his masking and stuff like that. Or B, something happens to his computer.
His computers explode. Cops take him away.
The cops take one computer away. A lightning bolt takes another. It's like, I got no luck with these motherfuckers right now. So it's like, it's such a fucking nightmare. I think we've lost we've actually had to cancel 3 MEPs because, like, me and then somebody else just died on the project.
Yeah.
And I hate when that happens, because remember that one of our original MEPs Way That Pride to that what was it, Maroon 5?
Midnight by Chevelle.
By Chevelle, yeah, Midnight to Midnight. The part I had going to that was sick. That was back when I was still on my first computer. I was really nailing Vegas down. I was getting intense with it. And lightning strikes my house, shorts out the power, and the surge protector doesn't work on the newly purchased AV plug. So shorts out my laptop.
I thought you were joking about that lightning.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, I had the original plug that I needed to use to for the wall outlet. It died. It burnt out because it was a piece of shit. So I had to go buy a replacement. This one had a very small surge protector. I was like, this is not cool. From the moment I bought it, I was like, this is the only one. The guy at the Best Buy is like, yeah, it's the only one, but it's a great brand. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. 2 months later, it's gone. When it didn't go back on, I sat back. I folded my hands together, made like a Gendo Ikari face, and just said, fuck you. I stared at my computer like it was Shinji, and I was like, you useless piece of shit.
Oh god, and then pretty much with us too, like pretty much once we get all of the originals set up, like okay, here's the parts, go at it. And then, like, I'm a very quick editor when it comes to map parts. I usually get done pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're the first one.
And usually,
but usually, why is the first one done? Because this is the asshole who makes the tracks before any of us do. So I know what you do, you fucking sneaky bastard. You're sitting editing parts before you even show the rest of us. Oh look, guys, I'm done.
I'll admit, for the first couple, I did that.
Yep. Hold it. Yep.
But like for the last one we did, the battle one.
Yeah.
I didn't pick my part first.
Oh yeah.
What do we use again? Oh, a Son of Slave.
Yeah, a Slave of Sun. But,
the one that I was, second to first. I was the second one done. Yeah, the miracle that got me banned. What happens when Proceed's not last? His account gets kicked. Let's go with that.
It's like MEP karma for some reason. Proceed is like negative karma when it comes to MEP.
Dude, it's like whenever I try to, be involved in this, this group, And not even just Way of the Pride, from the BG Black Ops group that we
Black Ops, yeah.
Whatever, UG Black Ops. And the 1,000 editor group that started that. It's like, back then, all I worked was with WMM, and I still found ways to be last. It was like, oh, fuck this.
Oh god, but yeah, this pretty much, I would get done first, and then like, pretty much after that, it's mostly me just like, hey, you guys still editing? Hey, you guys still editing? Pretty much. And then eventually we get a good product. But I'd say the last map, besides the
Go fuck yourself.
Falco, I mean, his computer died too, so that's pretty much the lag we had in some people's parts on that.
Yeah.
And, but that was actually a really good, because it was a battle one.
Yeah, no, it came out really well. Like, I'm pretty sure we all felt like, the Way of the Pride unity there.
Yeah.
But,
the pride, Way of the Pride.
Yeah, no, the Pride and the Way of the Pride kind of died a bit when, the second in command lost his account because of the fucking MEP track.
And then about 2 days later, the leader loses his account. Oh god.
Karma's a bitch. It's either I lose a computer.
If you really think about it, half of the main MEP cast has lost their account. Yeah. Reggie, you, me. Shaman just made a back. No, Shaman lost his account. Shaman lost his account.
Yeah,
yep.
He did.
That's funny.
That's funny because it's true.
Hey, don't say that. We might be next.
Yeah,
fuck you. I hope it happens.
What?
Feel our pain. Feel our pain.
We lost an account though. It was there, but it wasn't there. We just couldn't sign in for some reason. It was there.
I'm making an attempt to try to get mine back because I think I have a legit way to get mine back.
How so?
Because the last video that got taken down was the I Promise You Alphonse with the song by Vic Mignogna.
Oh?
I'm gonna try to get written consent at the convention.
Oh shit! You'll have to show him the video.
You've seen it already. I've sent it to him about 2 years ago via email.
Oh yeah, then get that. But thing is, it might not be the artist's written consent, especially. It might be the labels.
Well, he wrote.
Yeah.
He wrote and produced the own song though. I don't
True,
really.
but he doesn't own the song. He himself doesn't own the song. His studio owns the song.
I mean, I'll probably ask him at like an autograph or panel or something. But I'm gonna see if I can get my account back.
Yeah, good luck. The best of luck with that one. I mean, like,
yeah. It's like that's the thing. I mean, we'll probably in another podcast we'll go into like copyright stuff. But
yeah, fuck you, Yugle.
But
Oh, speaking of Yugle, again, I'm sticking to the off-topic trail rain here. You guys hear that Google is now buying what's it called? It's the Motorola, and it has purchased the restaurant review chain Zagat.
What? Really?
Yep. Google has just bought them, both of them.
Interesting.
Why?
Because Google's an internet monopoly, and they're spreading everywhere.
We want all the money.
They do. They want everything, and they're going to get it because their income will never stop because they are the only used search engine. Their ads are everywhere. They are.
They are.
They have pretty much control over the internet. Google is an internet monopoly, but nobody looks at it like that because the internet isn't viewed as that certain type of situation because there's no real standards about the internet yet. It's still like space or like the deep sea. Nobody has their hands in the control yet.
Yeah.
All right. Where's that going? Okay.
I know. I'm amazing at derailing shit. Like you have an idea, I nuke that shit like a Terran ghost. Nuclear launch detected. Conversation.
We all do. But and just now I kind of want to go into from just like kind of how we edit and stuff like that. Some of the things that like we pretty make conscious decisions to do, and some things like we do it just because a lot of times I see things in other maps that kind of detract me from it when people do this. One of the things we always make a conscious decision of is we all have to use a separate anime.
Okay, that
And-
makes sense.
Yeah, and just for mostly just for like a lot of reasons, just for differentiating reasons, just so one you can tell who's editing what, like for like stuff like that.
My biggest pet peeve is when people they do like betas and then they'll just throw it all together into one
Yeah.
bid. It's an MEP. That's not an MEP.
I mean, if you can do it kind of like the JK map I was in for JK,
Yeah.
like where you can at least combine the music to the point where it flows a bit, I'll give you that. But yeah, it has to be done really well. But when I just see a lot of parts too, when I see people that like edit using the same thing, it just kind of bugs me, just because.
Yeah, I completely fucking agree to that.
Unless that is like the direct, like that is the.
If it's like
purpose.
they're doing parts of it.
Yeah, if it's the purpose of the map. I remember I wanted to do a long ass time ago. I wanted to do a Dragon Ball map, like all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z to a Dream Theater song.
Oh my
And
god.
get like 20 people to do it. That would. I can't manage 5 people to get a part done in 6 months. 20.
Hey, I've got that problem now with the MEP I'm running.
Hey, what's the map you're running?
It's Bridging the Gap 20 years in anime. Everybody picks a year.
Oh,
And they
that
must-
map's. I've seen that map done already. Like I've seen that even attempted multiple times now.
Yeah, everybody must pick a year and do the anime that premiered that year and a song that premiered that year.
If I didn't get like the year, like one of the anime I like came out, like I would pick 2007 and use Gias. Like that's what I would do.
I told you to let me in, but no, I would have had it done.
People are about to start getting dropped because I got the final date in like 9 days.
Ouch.
And if people don't have their parts, I'm gonna have to start dropping
Well,
people.
if you lose 07, I've got both seasons of Gias. I'd love to throw at you.
You know what? I think 07 might be open.
Hello.
I told you to let me in.
Hello.
There's only 3 parts that are open, but I don't know if people are gonna finish
As long
their
as you
part.
don't mind, like waiting 2 more months, we're good.
Isn't this something better done off mic?
No. Nope, it's 1990, 94, and 99 right now.
So no.
One Piece is
Video you just said.
Tell me it's not beautiful.
Let's go in the link dump. This randomness.
Just pretty
For the
much
win.
what I've just sent, like a link to them here on Skype. I just sent them the official ending and the way it should have ended for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'm not going to spoil why this is fucking hilarious, but it'll be in the link dump. So just click it. It'll be Harry Potter versus Mystery Man. That's all I'm going to say here.
Yeah. But all right, going back to MEPs. What was it?
Come on, Lo, come on.
I had a thought. It's going away, but it's the whole thing about people using the same parts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it gets old.
It gets old, and then like a lot of things too. Is like with the song cuts.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
way
yeah.
I kind of view a MEP, the one thing I really look for is how well it flows from part to part. And that was one of the things I did with their DBA map. Was I wanted to make really good transitions in between parts.
And you succeeded without a doubt. That's.
I mean, I still love that transition from your last part from BG's part.
Yeah.
The typing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
I liked it also. It fit in too because right next to it, the next clip was Hero's face fading into masked into Wing Zero, if I'm correct, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Because I remember you the moment you saw where I was starting my clip, you screamed at me, "Extend the typing, extend it." I'm like,
Because it fit with the because like the beginning of the part was and it was like techno-y, so it's like okay, pressing buttons that fits really well. But
yeah, let's keep pressing buttons.
But just when I see certain videos, because I actually at one point I remember I was judging someone that asked me to judge a map, and like the one map, the parts in it, some of the parts were a lot like they were better edited, like I could tell the people that were editing the certain parts had a lot of skill, but the transitions immediately took me out of that like viewing mode.
Yeah,
like if I can go through a map and not like have something go like, oh, what was that? Like if I can just watch it from start to end and like pretty much almost be mind numbed, just to the point where like I just was just watching the video, I like that. But if it's just like something where it's just like, you know, slow, like rocks, like, and all of a sudden, like I'm like, whoa, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It really is.
And it's,
But the problem with that is communication, because
Like, I'm gonna go back in time here a bit with you guys. Do you guys remember the chocolate starfish MEP?
Yep.
Like
I
that?
never saw it, no.
You never saw it.
Oh, you suck, Long. You really
How
do.
did you never see that MEP? That is like the ultimate MEP that had me like stunned.
We need a new leader.
Yeah, we do. I to quote
If you
Star
send me
Wars,
a- if
vote
you
of no
send me a-
confidence.
If you send me a link, I may have seen it. I feel like I remember something with Starfish in the
remember-
name.
It had all the big names.
Yeah, if you don't remember it, then you didn't see
It
it.
was Zero Link's MEP, dude. How do you fucking not remember this? It was 18 minutes of pure fucking beauty. Shiny started the thing off with his intro.
Okay,
There,
feel
I
like
linked
I've
you.
probably-
I linked you. You
I've
stupid.
I feel like I've seen it. If Shiny was in it,
Angry.
I've probably seen it.
Yeah, Shiny starts off with the intro. It's got res. It's got. It has res. How do you fucking forget this? Oh,
I don't think he's seen it.
I'm stunned. This map is like my favorite of all.
I
time.
have seen it. It's been a very long time though.
Oh shit, 2008, dude.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch it just to remember
like,
everything.
Legitimately, the transitions in this video was gorgeous. Like, if I remember right, the part that he used, where is it? The black cat transition into Rez's Karis part was great. I really can't even like point it out. Every bit of this map was just amazing. I loved every second.
Yeah.
I've still, unfortunately, not seen a map of this caliber yet.
He probably won't.
Yeah, that was all the huge names back
He's
then.
like this is pretty much like this video. I remember just watching it over and over, trying to pick up little tidbits of editing knowledge from what I was watching here, because it was just like a fountain of what the fuck do you want to do-ness. Like, no, honestly, in 2008, when I was just getting into Vegas and I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I want to do my editing? How do I want to go about this? This has everything. Every little style you can imagine that's not like, the more upbeat, like dancey, hip hop, techno editing styles, the flashing lights and the shapes and bullshit that doesn't exist here. If you want to build that kind of editing, that's when you go to what was her name? My Two Chan's MEP. That was, oh my god, I love this MEP also just because the way certain parts were done. But what was it? Hold on, I'm looking. I gotta look up the song right now.
All right.
Yeah, there.
Sorry, just give me a sec. Oh, it was the Cobra Starship MEP held by My Two Chan.
Never
Okay,
saw it.
We'll put that. We'll definitely put that in the link dump though.
I am though, because it's not for everybody. Again, it's Cobra Starship. If you guys know who they are, it's not everybody's thing.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there. Like, who's you know the song by Katy Perry, "I Kissed a Girl"? Have you ever heard the remake of it by Cobra Starship? I Kissed a Guy.
No.
That's
Don't go looking for things like that.
there. I put the video, but that's one of the songs. I heard the song all the time, like, and it was just so. But this is actually a very well done map. I love My Two Chan's editing. I always have. She's actually very good. I'm not big on the whole romance. I'm not big on a lot of the certain things she does with her video, like the storyboards of her videos. I'm not into a lot of it. But I have a great appreciation of her editing and masking ability. I just love it.
Mm.
And I've been talking
like,
again for the most part here, so please, somebody take the reins. Talk!
Well, there's... but, just, like, going on, like, just... There has to be a certain flow from part to part, really, for just to be really enjoyable in my eyes. If you just have, like DA or BG said before, just if you just throw betas together and call it a map, it really detracts from most people's view of a multi-editor project.
Yeah.
Because all those can be uploaded on their own as their own little separate beta, mini-vid, whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't really made in mind of being a conjoint project between a whole group of people.
This is why I really don't like signing up for MEPs on YouTube, because usually just you find a song you like and then it's just 9 random people.
Send in your part.
Yeah, send in your part at this time. 9 random people. They're not talking to each other. They're not communicating. They're just, okay, this is the source I'm going to use. This is how I'm going to edit it. I don't know how else anybody else is editing theirs. I don't know how else what they're doing. I'm just going to do mine. And that's
the
I don't
attack
really
map
like
that I was in.
Yeah.
You guys were supposed to be in it too, weren't you?
What?
Weren't you guys supposed to be in it too? The attack map?
Yeah, they were.
No. We
I
weren't.
feel like you comment. I feel like
If
you
that was,
saying,
that
hey, I
was
was supposed to be in there.
not me. I would have done it.
I've never been a fan of Attack,
Okay.
so I definitely wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
But
going back to what going back to what they were saying about like people, talking or whatnot. A good example of talking communication between parts was again on the last a Slave of Sun MEP part, where they I forget who it was, BG or DA sent me his.
It was
all right, it was DA sent me his.
Out here, I have yet to do an MEP track for Way of the Pride.
All right. Yeah, well, DA sent me his part for One Piece, that last match.
And you said, hey, can you fix the beginning to flow a little bit better with my ending part?
Yeah, and I showed you my ending, and you were like, oh, okay, I think I know what I can do. Like
there was an explosion. I used an explosion.
Yeah,
that was very simple.
That's what we're talking about.
We did the same with us.
Yeah, exactly. Again, me and you also. Like, you gotta communicate if you want the MEP to flow best.
Yeah.
And
actually, too, with
that.
YouTube... Yeah, with YouTube changing, too, like, back in the day of groups on YouTube, there's better communication back in those days, but now that they're pretty much gone, that's essentially why we made the forum, was just because we had a group, but, that went bye-bye about a year and a half ago, or whatever that was. But yeah, like, the attack map, and then I remember... What other map was this? It was a kill switch engage map I was supposed to be in, too. Like that, went down.
One of those.
That went down the shitter. But I kind of laughed though because the attack map. I remember, like, I forget who originally started it, but then it was like, yeah, it was dead. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just uploaded my part, and then someone messaged me. He's like, hey, I'm restarting the map. Do you mind if I take your part? I'm like, sure, it probably won't. It won't happen. And then I googled attack or something, and then that came up. I was like, what? Oh, hey, that's cool. But that thing too, no disrespect to the editors and whoever put it together, but there was a lot of parts too on there that was there's at least 3 or 4 Dragon Ball Z parts in that. That was one of the things where I was just watching. I was like, no disrespect to the people who edited it, but just
it's even worse. It's even worse when you see the same clip being used in different parts. That's even worse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. At the very least, then that grand scheme of a map that I had for the Dragon Ball thing, I was going to assign people a certain portion of, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, the beginning hunt for the Dragon Balls, Piccolo, King Piccolo, Piccolo Jr., and then going into, Saiyan, all that stuff. I was going to do that. But, yeah, there's just, if you have just repeated scenes like that, one, you don't like that in your own editing. If you repeat scenes and stuff like that in your own editing just for a single video, people are going to notice and they're going to tell you about it I you've repeated scenes 5 times. It's kind of noobish. Someone will say. And I mean, that goes along the same with map editing too. people use the same parts. It just in your eyes, you're like, I've seen this already. Did I fall asleep or something? Do I have this on repeat? Like, it ruins my my mind numbingness of like trying to watch things and just being like, okay,
to get out.
Intent, like, be like, hey, what? But yeah, and that's what like us, like we pretty much, I make an effort to communicate to people. Again, with also how lazy we are for map ending. Like, hey, you done?
Oh god, like we talk about communication and shit, but like even up to a few months ago, I would never see compros on MSN pretty much ever. It was like insanely fucking rare. I'd be like, oh, I gotta talk about something. Where is he? 3 weeks later, oh, hi there. Immediately, on. But Lone, I can't get away from Lone. Like, I swear to God, I turn a corner, I come on my computer. Blam, Facebook. Yo, come on MSN. I signed into MSN, I'm not even on Facebook. Blam, get on Facebook, I want to talk to you. Or, hell, I can't even go on
I've
Xbox.
Never done it.
Yes,
Facebook.
you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I would say just get on MSN. You message me on Facebook more than I message you. That's mostly for you if you need to talk to me to get on MSN.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, all of a sudden, bang, I'll go on Xbox and party if I haven't seen Killer 115. Yeah, and it's like, hey, so did you get your MEP part done yet? Your MEP part done yet? MEP part done yet? MEP part done yet? It's like, you know how long I took the last time? Yeah, 6 months. 6 months. Yeah, 6 months.
Double that.
The more you hound me, every time you ask me how much longer, I'm adding a month.
And man, I want my stuff done. I want my project. I hate it when I get bugged, especially like with some of the videos. Like it's probably the reason I've been finishing my Yoma videos so fast. It's just like I get bugged. Certain projects don't get done if I start them, especially if it's something like important for a contest or something like that.
Yeah.
And like for your New Year's contest, which actually you should plug that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Maybe we'll actually go right this time.
Hey, Neko's already a judge, so she'll...
That doesn't mean anything. You need to be on it.
It's not my fault when I send people songs and then their opponent asks for the song and then I send them the song, but then I never hear from them again.
This is not
Or
inspiring.
I try to message these people and I get nothing. But moving along. New Year's tournament started earlier this year, or was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Started last year.
Finished yesterday.
It was started last year. It's a tournament run on the Way of the Pride forums, and I was asked. I remember the video I put up for it, and somebody was, why are you always plugging the forum? Why can't you just? And I said, groups are going away from YouTube, so I need some place to organize this. Fat load of good that did. So the tournament, it started every New Year's. It runs
6 months.
It runs as long as it needs to.
6 months.
Grand prize of $100. If you want to sign up for it, you can sign up for it later this month. I'm going to open up the thread. Right now, the rules are up, though, so you can read through it if you want to join or something.
That means join Way of the Pride forum, ladies and gentlemen. Come join the forum. Come join the community. Enjoy just talking to me, Compros, Lone. We're even more random on the forum than we are here, believe it or not, if that's even fucking possible.
I mean, we have the random thread of randomness, I believe. Enough said. Well, yeah.
There was one about Pop-Tarts.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Pop-Tart thread.
Yeah, the Pop-Tart thread.
That was like 3 pages. I'm just sitting there like, it's Pop-Tart, there's 8 flavors.
Like
No, there's not. There's 8
Pop-Tart.
flavors? I'm pretty sure last count there was like 13 different flavors for Pop-Tarts.
There's more than 13, I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, I remember seeing
I'm not putting any thought into this. I'm just saying at least 13.
Okay, let's just say you might want to double that number.
We're not going to have a Pop-Tart debate.
I'm just going to say this. There's only 2 good flavors.
Oh, what's that?
s'mores and blueberry.
Chocolate strawberry. That's it.
Oh
Chocolate
my god, chocolate is terrible.
Go
Chocolate chip. Chocolate chip is not good.
The fudge is good when it's toasted.
So this is what I do. Either chocolate chip or chocolate chip cookie dough. I put whipped cream on top of my Pop-Tarts.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Line
Just
cross.
throw some ice cream under it.
Fuck that. You
Pretty much.
might as well take that Pop-Tart, take the fucking whipped cream, add a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and throw it in a blender. You might as well. You fucking might as well.
Yeah, right.
MEP editing. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts equal MEP. God, here we go. I just gave Comp Rose's next video.
No.
But what was I even? We were talking about unconjointed parts. I think.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
Hope.
Oh yeah, but yeah, just communication too. Like we were saying, you gotta communicate. It just doesn't.
Yeah, you can't just sign up
Yeah.
and
Like
the
Hi,
due date's
hi
2 months.
guys, my name is Naruto Girl Lover 68524. I've been editing for about a week and a half, and I have Particle Illusion and Windows Movie Maker. I want in on this map. Okay, cool, welcome. And 2 weeks later, guys, I can't do it. My mom's want me on the computer anymore. Bye. It's like
Actually, I gotta ask you guys a question. I'm going off topic again. Have you ever gotten I got this on my old account too, like when I started getting subs. It's like, holy crap, your videos are good. And it's like, hey, your videos are good.
oh
it's
god,
really bad that your videos are getting unappreciated. You
I
should
get
visit this
those.
site.
I get those like once a day.
We
We still get them.
we get them through PM, through comments on our video.
I got a PM.
I haven't gotten comments yet, but I've gotten PMs on it. Like I get it like at least once a day, and it gets so fucking annoying.
It's just pretty random. I don't know.
I gotta say this too. I'm gonna go off topic as well. People that PM us your vids, mass PM all your friends, your vids. I'm not watching them.
Yep, I delete them all.
I straight delete
I
them.
delete them all.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can send them through that little, send part over there, but if it's in my inbox, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yep.
Or just ask us via comments. I usually do. It's
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else like, hey, kind of like what we were talking about before with the cocky editors. We're not those.
Yeah. No, if you
Like-
want us to check your video out because you're trying to do something like our video, just say, hey, I tried to do the same thing. Can you check mine out? Like I did that every fucking time I've been asked to do it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Actually, now just when, I guess we pretty much talked to death about maps already. We'll probably kind of transition to like how we edit our own styles.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people. I should start doing that again. I've actually been asked, and I did for my 100th video on my old account, did a tutorial.
Yeah.
Just kind of on basics of Vegas and stuff like that. And I know I've been asked to do them more. Will start doing it again. I know people have asked about like masking and stuff like that. And for that, I probably want to do like a commentary with Proceed in it, just because you are Mr. Resident Expert.
Masking. Masking is by AMV editor definition is the act of slow, torturous suicide by means of 800 clicks in about 3 hours.
Oh, I think I got carpal tunnel from the Krillin mask. Like I did the Krillin
Yeah,
mask.
it does look.
Okay.
And then and then afterwards, like I was doing just some little mask. I'm like, damn, my hand hurts.
First off, okay, I don't know, maybe you forgot about this video, but do you remember our Cell Dweller, the Last Firstborn video?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember how many Lelouch masks I had? Do you have any fucking clue how hard it is to mask that motherfucker's hair? Plus,
I had 2 parts in that too, because someone dropped.
Yeah, looking at him right now,
Don't
you
you
can really tell.
Don't you dare talk about Krillin.
Fuck you. He's bald. You have circles and squares to mask. I had like cloud hair points everywhere.
That's
I had a giant basketball playing robot with all sorts of gears coming out of
The
them.
Destructo disc was actually worse to mask just because it was, like wavy and shit, and then I had to mask into circles and stuff in it.
Just the top compros. I masked Gundam Wing.
The basketball was worse. That is so high quality. It looks when you zoom out, it looks normal, but when you zoom in, it is very rigid, and if you don't hit all of them, it will look ugly.
Do you know how long it took me to mask Death Sight on that MEP track? On the we're back on the
DBA.
The DBA MEP by losing you track, and again Gundam Wing. I had to mask Wing Zero with its wings. First of all, that's the wings often had it was a dark backdrop, but you'd be surprised how shady that looked sometimes when I was trying to mask it. It took me a good few tries to get it down, and by a few tries I mean a few sit downs. Okay, it was I leave it alone. I render it out to see how it is. I look at it, hate it, get up, go punch something, come back, and then start over again because. It's just like, if it's not done right, because it's Gundam, because it's a mech, if it's not done right, it looks ugly as sin.
Well, that's masking in general.
No, not really. When you're masking something like Naruto, or when you're masking, just for shits and giggles, when you're masking Hollow Ichigo, you are given so much freedom because the backdrops of Bleach are usually very well assorted with the character tint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of leeway with enabling a few little missed zones in here and there.
Yeah.
But with Gundam Wing, it's a sharp contrast, and the pixels are off. They're off the charts because it's such an old fucking anime. So just trying to mask that is such a pain in the ass. Also, another one, the Samurai X fucking one. Like the one that, as from the video I've sent you that I'm doing that, I'm not going to share because it's my own little secret project I've got going on. I've only shown Lone this. But you saw that the mask I'm doing, but do you know how much the pain in the ass it was to do his hair? Have you seen that clip? Just saw it out. It's the backdrop is the same fucking color of his hair. Even zoomed into the max, there's maybe like a very, 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 very well hidden little pixel change.
I had a very similar issue during the DBA map for the Dragon Ball track that I had. The beginning it's when the panning shot of when Vegeta's about to be taken over by Babidi, where it starts from the top and slowly zooms in.
Yep.
You can't see Vegeta's hair because the backdrop is black.
Yep.
So I literally every frame I had to take a reference picture of Vegeta and just look like, okay, his hair should be kind of like this, kind of like, no, it's too big. Back. Okay, start like that. No, back. That was more annoying than the Krillin mask, I will say, just because the zooming in, as it got more detail and stuff like that, and Vegeta got bigger. Yeah. And just trying to get the hair right. Because, I mean, if you really look at it, it's because, I had, scenes flashing in the background, so he wasn't masked. It was a whole mask, but it wasn't all the time.
Yeah.
And if you, look at each frame of the scene, every time it flashes, it's zoomed in, his hair's different. I can freaking guarantee it.
Yeah.
It's a different shape.
But you know what? It's barely noticeable because of the scenes flashing in the background and the way it was done. It was a very well hidden, unfixable error.
Yeah. But I'm kind of pissed too because I remember I need to find where I saw that tutorial. But there's a way to especially if you have a scene, a scene mask, and you have the exact same scene under it. There's a lot of times where just the frame rate, it'll you'll see the mask move before the scene below it does.
Yeah,
I know there's a way to smooth that out. I saw a tutorial or something on it a while ago, but I forget where I saw it.
I've never seen it. I've just created my own little way to get around it.
Yeah. I mean, since we're talking about masking, you should just go into how you edit proceeds.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But pretty much like you were talking about with the masking, with the frame, the scene will change for the frame. What I'll do is I'll just go to the next frame, mask it, then drag that keyframe back one. That's an easy fix. It's not really that hard, big of a deal, because the scene is what you see, but the keyframe just isn't showing it. So you have to kind of put that into your mindset. Okay, you have to make the mask here, but drag it back. Don't forget that.
I think a lot of times too, it's codec issues too with clips. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
maybe. Like it's really difficult to figure out sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, but you know what? There's always a trick around it. But I
Yeah.
mean, okay, my editing style is derived basically from, like I said, watching a shit ton of AMVs, growing up into like even recently, my style's still changing. Because, I mean, I'm never happy with what I do, first of all. I'm the first to admit that. Lone has had to deal with my shit over and over. I hate my videos when I finish them. When I'm rendering it, I'm like, yeah, sure, awesome, looks cool, looks good. By the time Lone has watched it, I found with myself about 1,000,001 things I could have done differently that I would have loved. And I'm like, nah, it sucks. And Lone's like, dude, I loved it. It looks amazing. I'm like, nah, this blows. I should have tried it. I should just trash it, do it over again, and he's just like, no! God,
It's another 6 months, no!
because, again, that's another problem with my editing, is because I have such a compact schedule, I usually can't, if I edit something, it's like for like a straight 3 hours, and then can't edit again for like a solid week, because I'm always doing something. There's always something in my way. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass at times, because editing is one of the things I've always loved, watching and doing. But I mean, with my style and everything, I really love to focus on music flow. I like to make sure the scenes that I'm using had like a similar emotion to what even like the beat of the music is. Lyric sync, I take into account sometimes. Like my editing style fluctuates a lot, even in my videos. Like 1 second I want to focus more on music, one moment I want to focus more on lyric sync, and sometimes I just won't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Like in your favorite video of mine, my Bleach video to I forgot the fucking song already.
Bella Epoch, though.
Yeah, Bella Epoch, and like randomly in the beginning, there's just Ichigo lip syncing a few of the lines, and everyone's just like, "Why the fuck did you even do that? It looks stupid." I'm like, you know why? Because
I don't know.
the scenes were there. Ichigo was talking. Fuck it, okay? I'm not even gonna bother with it. I didn't even try to lip sync it. It was just fucking there, okay? It was the scenes that I placed there for the beat sync, and it just happened to come up with the lyric sync. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna sit there and try to like get rid of Ichigo's mouth moving. I don't want to deal with it. Fuck it. I'm lazy.
I'd rather have it, like, just from that perspective. If there's a scene with lip flaps in it, I'd rather have it matching in some way instead of just random person during, like, a music scene just going blah, 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 blah. If
Just mask it out.
that, I mean, but yeah, if you can make it flow with lip sync too.
No, you could mask it out. You could, but like it's very rare that I won't give a shit. Like usually when I edit, I really want to convey something. Like a lot of times, what I edit has to do with how I feel. Like I don't just edit to edit. A lot of times it's pretty much like an emotion behind me. Like for instance, just give me a quiet second here to grab up my videos and whatnot on YouTube here. Because I haven't, again, my memory is shot because I just came out of work and I was out all night. But, okay, the first video that I have here posted on my new channel, A Dying Breed, I pretty much made that video when I was in a really just dark mood. I just had a fight with a close friend and I was just like, you know what? Fuck you all. And I'm pretty sure
You need a little five-finger death punch.
I'm pretty sure that's conveyed by using Dying Breed and Five-Finger Death Punch with the Evangelion scenes I use. And again, like pretty much like the very next video I post here, there's something that I'll no doubt never finish. That BG here, that Lone and Compros here, both jacked. That video.
That wasn't me. Wait, what?
Unintentional.
His Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was that was a few months later, but it was I was talking to a good friend of mine. She and I have been talking. She and I have been very close friends for a while. Just had a bit of an argument, and I was in one of those moods. I was like, you know what? Let's go with one of these type of videos. Like, there's always something there that is inspiring, like, the mood of my video. Like, that's why you never see something random out of me. Like, you'll see boredom, random, like, it's random. Like, yeah, it's random, but there's a reason behind the random. Even the Rock You Like a Hurricane video, like the Bleach random shit. My power was out because of a hurricane, so I was not in a fucking happy mood, and I wanted to edit something with heavy beats and shit blowing the fuck up. So, yeah, you got it there with the Bleach movie. You got it right there. I mean, it's like, that's what takes me in my editing. I don't really edit to convey, to show off effects, to show off talent, skill, whatever you want to call it. I don't do that. I'm not doing this, to be a big shot. I'm doing this because I feel a certain way at a certain moment, and I want to throw it into a video. Now, that's why it's hard for me to really make fulls, because what I feel 1 week will be different from the next week. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just basic life. But with a few of the fulls I'm working on right now, it's actually like a bigger scope of things. Like, I'm working on a few things that convey a few different points that I'll speak more of when the videos are out, because that will be really practically pretty soon, I'm hoping. Yeah. Whenever time, God willing, time will help me out. But I mean, so far. But I mean, to get back real quick to just recap, how my editing stuff, because I'm taking a shitload of time here. I'm sorry, because I talk a lot. I have a lot to explain. I should.
It is the pro
you guys could by all means tell me to hurry the fuck up, because I should.
Dude, it's completely fine. I mean, all of us are going to be going on long tangents for this.
I can babble. I can just sit here and talk for a while, because I have shitloads of opinions and a lot of stuff to say. But I mean, I've always liked, Lone's got his impact, which he'll go into himself. But my impact, I like to create my impact with blurs, a little bit of light change with black and white, or brightness and contrast. One of my favorite things to use recently is radial blur. And, I use minimal shakes. I don't know. There's no real reason behind my lack of shake use. It's just the fact that I find it ungodly annoying to do at times. So at times I won't really want to do it. I'll just leave the show, how it is, and let you, see how I see it. But, certain videos I'll use, shakes here and there. But, anyway, so, but again, getting back to my main thing, masks. A lot of the time, you'll find there will be those beats that are a little more intense than the rest. And I'm watching it, all of a sudden I hear that thud, that beat, that cymbal, that guitar smash, and I'm just like, yeah, here's a good one. And boom, there's a mask right then and there, like you'll see in my I'm Still Here video. It's just like those two beats fit so well in the way the song is going. It allowed me to take Haseo's face and mask up the left side of his head to put a little bit of backstory there with Shino dying in the church, and then it turning around, and him seeing the character Atoli, who looks just like Shino, and him going into a flashback on it. That was the whole reason why I put that mask there, was because those two beats were in such a perfect spot to let me do a flashback before I went into a whole new scene transition. So there's always something there with my editing that is just a part of the whole. Yeah. No one part is separate from the whole. Everything plays a part. That's one of the main things I was taught in my first semester at college. That's actually really also really influenced my editing. What few of the classes I've taken. My first semester I took a understanding film course, and my professor really burned it into our brains that when it comes to great cinema, and I'm talking back in the day, like Casablanca and all those other really great original movies that we don't see anymore.
Citizen Kane.
Exactly. Oh God, every part plays a crucial key effect into the whole of the movie. No one part has no meaning. Everything is there for a reason. And it's the same thing again in an art class. When you go to sketch and paint something, not one thing should be out of place. Everything should be where it is for a reason.
Yep.
And that's what applies here with what we do also, because this is it is an art form what we do. Mm-hmm. We're not art. I'm not. Don't take it literally. No, because I hate people take this shit literally. Well, I talk in generalizations here. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, we are taking what exists. Sure, it's drawn art put to animation, of course. But if you're going to say that, then a lot of the actual like high-end art today wouldn't be considered art. Like you look at what people have done, like oh my god, artist names. I can never fucking remember you people. But people, the art form called ready-mades, that are pretty much just everyday items made to look in a different way, but into art. Like people have taken like baseball bats and changed the way they look in a certain way, and all of a sudden, bang, it's art. So what we do here is a bit of an art form. We're taking our feelings, our thoughts, our preferences, and we're taking what's there. Sure, we're not the ones who are making this, but we're changing it up to look like how we see in our minds, our hearts, whatever you want to call it, our instincts that we want to. Whatever you want to get, whatever. Fine, Lowell added that would fit already. Cool, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's just one of those things where. God, how to word this?
Impact.
I'm gonna end my little tangent here on how I edit, because now I'm pretty sure you guys all grasp Proceed to Heaven's mindset here.
Yeah.
And into impact, and me shutting the fuck up for the first time in 20 minutes.
All right. I guess that'll lead into my editing. A lot of the editors, coming into editing, I was watching was like Vegeta 119, King David,
All the time.
Tony 8000. Like, a lot of these really super action editors. Like, I know the one video that, like, really got me thinking, okay, I want to try this, was King David's Misguided Blame that used What Have You Done Now? By Within Temptation.
Yeah. That's a good
That
one.
video, that one was just like, wow. I'm pissed because YouTube removed it. But, but that was, like, the third video I used. Like, I kind of tried to emulate that, and I know Vegeta 119, also, or Arashi Nome, or whatever he calls himself nowadays. But he tried to emulate his like that as well, and then I kind of tried to go over both. Yeah, pretty much, I was kind of brought into it with like a lot of this mindset of action, just flowing of action, like just really trying to make it look good. A lot of my videos, I go back and look at them now, like the first video I ever edited. Oh my god. I will say that I did have decent.
Don't think about that.
I did have decent lip sync for not actually like editing the lip flaps. But I used it was to use sound effects and overdramatics, and I used like clips I downloaded off of like.
Don't say LimeWire.
No, worse, Aries.
Oh god.
But like I downloaded stuff like off of that. It was like there's a Cartoon Network logo was in there. I think I used clips from like another AMV too. Like it was just like an AMV that like in a classic one that had like longer clips and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, I could use these. Like yeah. But it was, oh my god, it was horrible. I did like it was really jumpy and stuff like that. It did have like it was actiony. And I did have like lyrics synced too, like just for small segments of the song. But it was, I almost want to go back and remaster that, like not change how it was edited, but just it's like with higher quality clips.
I've actually tried to do it myself. You say yours was yours was gold compared to my first. In case anyone here hasn't forgot what my first is. My first was what Dot Hack GU the game. Made to Pillar's, what was that song? Pillar.
That one.
Yeah. It was. Anyway, yeah, that's I can't remember the name of the song, but I grabbed the clips off of YouTube with like a clip converter, and it was terrible. I had a giant watermark in the top right corner, but my video was all story, which is as you guys know, nothing has changed with that. I tried myself to revamp that old video. I'm sure you know what I mean. I showed you that the revamp I tried to do, but that was again back when I was still shitty with Vegas and it was ugly as sin.
But yeah, that was actually a map I remember we tried.
Yeah.
Later, but that's pretty much. I kind of just was trying to emulate those guys, G109 stuff like that, going through, and then just. A lot, like, I always tell this people, too, about flow, like, you can't really teach flow.
Nope.
For me, it just clicked. Like, it was the rivalry through friendship video. The one
Yep. Yep.
to Arch Enemy. It was like a instrumental song. And that too, I was going with story. I was just trying to convey how just the Vegeta and Goku's pretty much relationship, going from rivals to friends and stuff like that, and how they've worked together, and parallel how they've tried to kill each other.
Yeah.
But and it said at one point, I remember there's a certain scene where it was Gogeta doing his spirit ball thingy, where like it goes into his hand, like you see it charging, it goes back to Janemba, and then it goes back to a shot of him in his hand. And I remember looking at that scene and thinking, I'm like, wow, what did I do there? That looks like way different from the stuff I normally did. Just kind of like was looking at it and then just like going through that, looking at the scenes that I've done, that I finally kind of discovered, like, okay, I put something like this, kind of make it more blend in with each other instead of, hard cut.
Yeah.
Like, it works a lot better. And then actually, I think through pretty much once I like started talking to Proceed and stuff like that, that's when I started dabbling in masking more.
Yeah, that was my influence there.
Yeah. I can't deny that. But then just as I've been going along, it's more or less.
What was that video that made that? What was that video again? It was one of the videos I did that made you like all of a sudden you started screaming at me. Now I have to learn masking. Like, do you remember which one it was? Like,
I don't remember.
I think it was.
It might have been your MEP part for. It might have been for the whatchamacallit.
Last Firstborn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was, yeah. The Last Firstborn MEP that we held, like, I had never seen really Lone mask much until after I did my part, because pretty much, like I was saying before, my part was, again, Code Geass, and it was about...
it wasn't the Code Geass one, it was the .hack one.
The
saw.
Oh, okay, so you're talking about that part, the first part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, oh, wow. I mean, both parts, they had a shitload of masking in them.
Yeah. But pretty much just like noticing, I'm like, wow, he actually does some pretty good masking. And then just through your other videos, I'm like, man, I kind of want to try to do this a little better. But but yeah, like, and I slowly started incorporating some masks here and there into my clips. But pretty much, predominantly, my action style, as we just said in our first episode, impact. Like, it's pretty much, I started really looking into, that's when I kind of discovered, like, VN, Video Noob, Eagle Claw, like DBZ Pack, stuff like that. I noticed like some of their editing styles. I'm like, man, they do stuff hard. Like, they just like get really into it, and that's when I really started like really trying to use shakes good, because I know the first video I tried using shakes in, like, it looked like my video had epilepsy or something. Like, but
I remember that.
I found like a good point to where like. Just a little light shake could really make a video, like, especially just like a really hard impacting video, like the song-wise, like it can make it flow pretty good. Video I go back to, the Final Atonement video. That was probably, I still think, is probably my best use of shakes in a video. The one with Vegeta?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, to this day, still people, that's probably one of my most commented on videos, just people really, really like that video.
Yeah, because it was a lot like your, what you just did with Dragon Step.
Yeah.
It was simple, but it had that, not impact, it had that, like, that pull.
It
had that pull that just sunk you into that video.
Yeah. But then it's pretty much, and then that's when I got invited to JK Studios, and that was pretty much, all right, that's action. I pretty much solidified myself as action. But more recently, I've been straying away from the shakes. Like, more recently. But I'm predominantly action. You look at my Saiyan Stray video, that's probably the last video that was like, impact.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Man, that video was heavy.
I blame that video. And I also blame the sheer amount of other categories you have to fill in this year's Yoma for that one.
Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, I also tend to edit too, like, Proceed said he's a very, like, slower editor in comparison to, like, stuff. I tend to be extremely fast.
Yeah, no, I have to,
like,
put a shitload of thought into what I do.
Yeah. For me, like, I'm just the kind of person for certain things, like a lot of stuff I do, like games, books, like that. If I start something and I like it, I finish it quickly. That's like all I have focus on. It's like, all right, like a new game, like I just played Catherine,
Yeah.
I beat that in 2 days.
See, that's what I call.
You
That's
put it on
what you
easy.
call
Okay.
some of
But
the
it was
ADD.
a rental, so that's why.
I have
Yeah,
to
so
finish
much.
this quick.
But I usually get like pretty much. I just have an intent focus. Like, all right, I need to sit down and get this done, especially for conventions and stuff like that. I just like or contests. I think I said that before, but I just sit down and really just go into editing and stuff like that. And that's why I freaking have. I don't even know how I edited that many videos. I really don't know. This past 3 months is the most diligent I have ever edited, ever.
I think that's just 'cause you wanted to beat me.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, that goes for me as well. I'm pretty sure I've pushed out a video at least once every 3 weeks now.
Yeah, but it's like,
I'm pretty sure my spacing was once every 3 to 4 months last year.
yeah. Like usually I'm the kind of guy it's like a beta a month usually. Like I used to be, but I've edited 6 fulls in less than 3 months, and like that's like going back to the old school YouTube days when people made fulls all the time. Like I'm just pretty much thinking I'm like, what am I in like 2006 or something? But I've been focusing a lot now too, just like on more story based stuff like that, like the Fate of the Lullaby, Darkness especially. Like I had, and it's like going into how that actually. Well, that's a good segue. Going into how like my whole editing process. Usually, like I can't really like go back and find a song. It's really hard for me to go back and find a song and like say something I want to edit it with. It's usually a newer song. So when I hear it, it's like inspiration. It's like. Like just like I get an idea for video and I have to go to Vegas. It's fresh. I gotta start now. And that was what happened. My roommate for the Darkness video, my roommate started getting me into watching Dexter, and just pretty much I heard that credit song and I'm like, whoa, this is dark, and I like it. And that's where I just started getting ideas. I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, I can't do something stupid like just a random story thing. I gotta kind of make this a little different from what I usually do. Yeah. That's where I got the idea for the text. And that was actually the first thing I did. I don't think I even had Death Note at the time. Like I pretty much wrote out that whole little script of a text, like the text script, in my head, just kind of just trying to make it sound dark, mysterious, stuff like that. And then I kind of edited everything underneath it at that point. And that was actually probably one of my favorites that I'm entering right now. But then this is pretty much this is my recent editing of, like I said, more story based, or just like it has a really underlying topic in comparison to my old like just random action betas that I used to do. I'm really enjoying that I'm doing that now.
Yeah.
Like just probably the favorites that I'm entering right now are Darkness, and then the Casher and Sins trailer. I really like how the Casher and Sins trailer came out.
Well, the trailer came out actually very well. I do like it.
I love the effect that I found for the text. Because that was a big thing too, because like I can't have just standard stupid text. Like I'm either gonna have to find a way, like learn After Effects in a month to do it good, or find a way to do it in Vegas. And I found like a pretty cool way to
made it work.
Like make it look kind of metallic-y ish.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I've never really dabbled in the weird shit, which is probably a good segue into
the weird shit, man.
That is a
men.
go for you first.
Me first?
Yes.
Yeah, we do really weird stuff. I don't have a style particularly. Now, more so, I'm going into raw. I'm going away from effects for some reason. Cause my last, my Jax vid, my, upbeat that I'm doing for Yoma, my original action I was gonna do for Yoma, but I'm scrapping that. My drama's probably gonna be raw. I don't understand why I'm going away from effects. I just feel like raw is better, and it's better on the eyes, I think.
Save it for next episode.
But
Fine.
That's pretty. Spoiler, it's our next topic. But yeah, like it depending on the way it's edited, like raw can really convey a lot more than effects can.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, I just, when I hear a song, I try to match the song. That's the best way I can put it. If it's a song that I think the lyrics would fit more than trying to hit beats, then I will do mainly lyric sync. If I think the beats is going to be better, then I'll do the beats. If I think I should use more fades or more blurs or more flashes, then I will. My source material is just all over the place, song-wise and video-wise. SpongeBob and Eminem is what I'm doing for my Yoma. And then I recently did that Kids Next Door. I got the Hello, Hello, I'm Pregnant vid that you keep pimping. I'm sorry, I love that vid. It took me literally 20 to 30 minutes to do it, and it is one of my favorite vids of all time. It's hilarious. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't even think of anything else weird I've done recently.
Like, you starting a video, like stuff like that, like how you go into starting a video and...
like I said, I hear a song, and then... starting a vid is a really big problem for me. Like, I never know how to start it off. The first, 10 seconds, I can do everything after that just without question, but the first 10 seconds for me, because it sets the pace for the whole vid. And it's
draw people's attention.
You gotta draw people's attention, and it's gotta flow. And the first 10 seconds are always a problem for me, especially when I'm doing something drama or romance or story-wise. If it's just random action,
can I say something? That rip of art that you did was 6 seconds.
Which one? Oh yeah, I didn't know how to start it. I didn't know how to start the first second of it. You talking about the Pokemon one?
Pokemon.
Yeah, I didn't know how to start the first second of it, and
I crumpled.
And I found his face, and I said, okay, that works, and I did the rest. I did the rest very quickly after that. I wanted to make it short, because he has a very short attention span.
Continue.
Yeah, so, I'm trying to think of a vid that I've done recently. My Consequences, which isn't very recent, but, yeah. The first 10 seconds of that, I'm not pleased with it. The rest of it, I really like, but I do not like the first 10 seconds, and I can't even watch that vid anymore simply because of that.
I know a lot of times when I edit, I edit in segments. I'll go to one part, go to another part, go to another part, go to another part.
That's what
I
I'm
go all over
right
the place.
now.
I know for the Dragon Step video, I started at the point where Goku's going, Kame. That's where I started editing, just because that's the first part that I had in my head. Like, when I heard the song. It's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I usually do just, linear editing from beginning to end. But, yeah, I'm doing sections now for some reason. My SpongeBob and my One Piece is completely in sections.
DA, what about you?
Oh, my turn? I have a story first.
Here we go.
It's a short story. Wayne State University has an anime club. It kind of disbanded now, which is kind of sad. But around 2 years ago, they were very prominent, and they had sort of this AMV showcase sort of thing. I was like, I'm an editor. Can you show a few of mine? They were like, okay, what's your style? I said, you're just gonna have to watch my vids to see. So they clicked on our channel, like, okay, is that Cars? I said, yep. And Johnny English, yep. And just all sorts of other things. So that's my style is very all over the place.
That's how we edit.
Yeah, it's very chameleon. That's what I'll say. If I see something
that's a good word for it.
Yes, a chameleon. DA, the editing chameleon. If I see something, don't coin that. That sounds awful. If I see something
on a shirt.
Yeah. If I see something that I like a show, if I see a show, I'll just say Cars, since that's the first thing that comes on mind.
I was going to say School Rumble.
No, Cars is better since it's
Go ahead.
Cars, you can't go into that with a very hard mindset. You have to go into that going, okay, this is going to be very lighthearted. And that's what it was.
I'm going to be stupid with it.
Yes, I'm going to be stupid. I'm just going to have fun with this one. But then you can turn around and make my what's an app? Charbroil the Child Eater.
Oh my god.
That was, yes, it's a very weird title. That was just pure action. I just sat down, I said action. And then I could just go right over there to a romance. I can do anything. That's...
Don't start singing the song.
Yes, that's a good song. I was told by a friend of mine who is a genius. He said, "I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm a master of one." He said.
That's pretty deep.
And that's it is, and that's how I pretty much think of my editing style. I'm a jack of all trades, but just the weird stuff is my niche. That's always what I go back to.
That's why people love us, man.
Yeah, that's what
we don't take editing. We do this for fun.
We don't take it.
Yeah, but some people are just very serious with their thing. Like, I'm just gonna do fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna have fights. I'm gonna. And we just say, hey, we loved that show 40 years ago.
Yeah. No, wasn't there on our giant MEP type thing where someone was like, why do you edit all this weird stuff? Can't you just do anime?
What giant MEP?
The Pepperan and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Somebody did say that.
And we just went.
It was ridiculous. It really was. Cause we like doing the weird things. If you don't like it, then you can screw you straight up. Cause we have fun with it.
Really.
It's a lot of fun to do a Teen Titans vid.
Yes.
Whether you're doing the stupid scenes or something completely serious, it's very fun to do something like a Teen Titans.
It all comes down to what you find to be fun, man. That's what editing's all about. Finding what you find fun.
And a lot of people are forgetting
they're
that they're
doing
just
it just for subscriber count or to be looked up at. Like everybody's just doing it like as an ego boost. But that's not how this all started. Everybody started this because they liked, whatever anime they started with, and they listened to a song and they wanted to fucking put it to a song. We've lost our way.
Yeah.
I gotta pose a question. Actually, go ahead, BG. I'll say it afterwards. My bad.
DA.
We don't sound alike
at all. I wasn't done. I can't edit the same thing twice. That gets really tedious for me because I have a horrible memory, and I'll just start using the exact same clips that I just used on the previous video. Like if I use Soul Eater twice, I'll use Black Star doing his big wave just twice at the exact same beat, and I'll just like I don't like this.
That's something I don't get. How can people keep?
Yes, Dragon Ball Z 16 times. Sorry, Long, but 16 times. I can't do it.
You can't. I can't really just keep editing One Piece. And sorry, Shaman, but One Piece just over and over and over. Even though it's my favorite series.
Sorry, proceed.
I really can't do that.
That's right. I don't do it over and over again. I do it like once, then another few months later, you see another.
I know.
Last name for DA because we gotta wrap this up.
Yes, last thing. I can't work on one thing like you, Long. I cannot. I have to work on about 3 things, and even then I have to break it up with something new. I'm working on 3 full vids right now and 2 MEPs, and also I just started on something new today. That's 6 things that I'm working on, and even now I'm still like I need something else to work on because I can't.
Single-mindedly.
Yes, I can't single-mindedly. I'll sit down and I'll think to myself, I'll work on my Bayonetta today, or I'll get 20 seconds done of this DBZ vid. And once I'm done with that 20 seconds, I'll move on to 10 seconds of something else, and then 10 seconds of something else. Compounding, and then they all get done at a single time, which is always very bad because I'm sitting on like 3 vids right now that I don't want to upload at the same time.
Right,
okay, I'm done.
Since we've been going hour 15.
Yeah, we're done here. But quick, I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, bro, with your 40-minute talk.
No,
cut them off.
Quick plug. No. I'm not going on a rant. Quick plug, ladies and gentlemen. If you like our podcast, if you like what we do here, it'd be really nice of you guys to subscribe and add us as friends on the Editors Project page. Whatever went off. I forgot the fucking title of this thing. I'm exhausted, but. Favorite us, like, whatever. What is this? YouTube.
Share us with your friends.
Add his friend, comment, favorite, whatever. Just even if you don't even care, just if you like us, we need the help. We want to bring our videos in full size to YouTube. The only way we can do that is if our fan base shows support. Even if you're not a fan and you just like hearing us bullshit, still, we'd appreciate the help. And in the end, it would just be helping you. So if I'm going to download us on iTunes, you listen to us on YouTube.
iTunes.
I'm tired, and I'll go fuck yourself. But there's the plug. Friends, subscribe, help. We'd appreciate it.
All right. Ending question for us to go on. I got one. The hardest video that you ever had to edit. That was hardest to yourself. I'm going to do mine first because it is specifically directed at BG. The fucking...
What? The romance!
Welcome home. I never knew it was so damn hard for me to do. But the one point was, when I was editing it, we were doing tests for this, like about... That was at the start of the New Year's thing, so that was like in January, February. Yeah. And I'm just saying the whole time on Skype, I'm like, I hate you. I hate you.
I can't wait for you. I'm gonna punch him right in his face.
My hardest video I had to edit was actually my Code Geass part to our last Firstborn MEP, because trying to make this work like I saw in my head actually was incredibly fucking hard. I had to use a lot of masks. I had to use a lot of fucking cookie cutter use. It was a lot of blurs, a lot of color changes, a lot of shit that at the time I had not really delved too much into. So that MEP part turned out to be like a melting pot of everything I was experimenting with. So, and that's why that MEP part especially took me like a good 2 months to do, because I just had no idea how to do what I wanted to. Yeah. Your guys' turn.
You going first or
what? Oh no, you're going first. This time.
Okay, good. Mine would have to be another lifetime. Not a lifetime, another lifetime. Because that
Say
started...
lifetime one more time.
Lifetime. It's gonna come out the mirror. It's just because it started off, I just wanted the first verse and the first hook just black start and then just be done with it. But then I was loving it so much that I thought I have to continue this. And after I got done with the Black Star part, I was so careful with every single clip that I laid down. It was just very nerve wracking, and it's one of my it is probably my second or third favorite vid of all time, and also that I've done. And also, it was about midway through that BG here. He deleted the episodes and replaced them with a higher quality one, and they were off by a few seconds, so I had to go back.
I hate that so much.
Sure, you can add more quality if you want. I had to go back and fix each clip to right where I wanted it, so that took about 3-4 hours. So
that's the other thing about the romance video. I got higher quality footage for Yoma. I had to re-edit the entire damn video last month.
You better hope that wins.
All right. Let's wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking fucking long here.
No, BG still has his. BG still has his.
Not really, because the vid that's going to be hardest for me, I've never done. Because it's coming up, not anytime soon, but it's coming up.
The Kenji.
That's going to be my hardest vid.
Sign off.
We're not doing recommended editors?
Let's skip it for this time around.
I mean, that's pretty. We'll just do from now on. We'll just do like an ending question.
Yeah.
Like recommended editors and stuff like that, because we'll run out of editors very quickly.
Can we?
We just keep doing it.
Yeah. We'll space it out.
We're running a little short. Can we start doing, recommended anime?
But for right now, we'll start it up next time. Let's just end here.
All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. See ya.
Later.